àwa kò lè dé òye kó ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀. Adé o, Adé o, àwa máa dé òye, àwa kò lè dé òye kó ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀. Àwa kò lè dé òye kó ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀. Àwa kò lè dé òye kó ní ilẹ̀ máa mọ̀.
In the beginning, there was no music, and there were no drums, but there was sound. And in those days, people would gather to witness the rising sun. As the sun rose in the morning sky, they made sounds that also rose in crescendo to greet it. In time, they learned to cup their hands and to beat their mouths to give this sound rhythm. And when the sun came into full view, they would cease this wordless singing and disband, only to meet again the next rising sun. This practice has gone on for time immemorial, and it continues to this very day. When people learned to keep animals to meet some of their needs, and use were found for the skins or hides that we used to make drums, they were pegged to the ground, and then they were stretched to dry. And to check on them as the afternoon wore on, 4 men with long whips would take turns rhythmically beating them as they circled in counterclockwise direction. These were the forebearers of all musicians and all drummers who were called the Alawo. One day, one of the Alawo was on his way to the next village to visit his family. And as he traveled along the lonely footpath that joined town to town and village to village, he heard a voice that said, "Alawo, wah!" which meant Skimpy to come. The man turned around, but he didn't see anyone, so he walked on. And then the voice said, "Alawo, Babawa," which meant Skimpy to come back. And so the man walked back, and from a tree that strangely grew along the path, he heard a voice. And it said, "Alawo, I am the spirit of music. There's a hollow in the tree. That's where I live. Please cut it down so that I can escape, and I promise I will teach you how to make something that can be understood by all humankind." Now, this is important then, as it certainly is today. So the man quickly took his machete and cut the tree down. And true to his word, according to legend, the spirit of music first appeared and taught the man how to make the very first musical instrument. As you might imagine, it was a drum. The spirit of music showed him how to cut the tree, and the segments about from his knee to his heel. It showed him how to further hollow out the section of tree, how to attack some of the skin or hide, and then it showed him how to make sounds with this curious-looking thing, especially those that imitated the human voice. But it told him, from now on, you must call yourself Oni-Lu, which is the Yoruba word for drummer. And the spirit of music went further to say to the first drummer, who, by the way, we call Baba Oni-Lu, father of the drum. When you play your drum, think of your song, and I will sing it for you. When people hear it, they'll come together as one. They'll learn new important things, and they will be made better prepared to stand the test of time. So when Baba got back to his village, he played the drum for the first time. I can imagine it sounded a bit like this. And for the first time, people danced. And it was a joyous dance of unity, togetherness, and even happiness. Ever since that day, it's been music led by the mighty drum that's called upon to be a healing force for our entire world. This ends the drum sermon and begins our presentation. Can everyone say Ashe?
Ashe.
Welcome to Drum Sermons. My name is Kwabena Dankwa Harrell, and this is Mr. Lebelu Aditutu Harrell. Together we're called Orisirisi. Can you say Orisirisi?
Orisirisi.
Orisirisi means different things, and that's what we have the great pleasure of sharing. Today we've been asked by our organizing committee, led by Sergeant Asada Jenkins, to come and share some of our musings in reference to African American History Month. With this in mind, we have a special presentation that we'd like to share called Our Story. We hope you enjoy it. So, long before time, before hours, minutes and seconds on the continent of Africa, the rhythm of the earth beat for the first people. The earth filled the air with spirit. The spirit rose on the wind and flew into our bodies, and our hearts beat for the first time. We were alive. The beat moved through our bodies and pushed out through our hands. That is how our drum was born. The drum spoke to the animals and to the people. The earth's heart beat out the rhythm of all there is. We listened and sounded it back for her to hear. Then, men from another continent came, men who would not listen to the rhythm of the earth. They shackled us and flung us into the belly of ships, bringing us enslaved across oceans and seas. They tore us apart from one another and did not allow us to speak our own languages. We were a lost people. We were no longer free. We thought we were no more. Then they took the drums away. But cruelty cannot stop the earth's heart from beating. It moved through us still and pushed not only out of our hands, but out of our entire bodies. And we became the drums, living drums beating for the whole world to see and hear. We were alive and we would always be free. So when we walked along the path or worked in the fields, we made our feet drums. When we sang our songs in the moonlit skies or spoke to one another, we made our voice drums. When we stitched our quilts or invented things, we made our hands and our minds drums. When we created our music, dance, painting, sculptures, and theater, we made our art drums. When we fought for our liberation and for our civil rights, we made our chorus drums. And when we fought in the American Revolution, the Civil War, World War I and II, the Korean War, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and Iraq, we made our bravery drums. We are the earth's people, the living drums, beating for all the world to see and hear. We are alive, and we will always be free. Thank you.
I'm going to share an African proverb with everyone. Please do everything I do and repeat after me. Everyone say peace.
Peace.
Love.
Love.
Respect.
Respect.
For everyone.
For everyone.
The only time
you
look down on someone
is
when you are leaning over
It's when you're leaning over
to pick them up. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sergeant Jenkins, we got just a few minutes, right? 3 minutes? Great. Then this is your part. We want y'all to help us sing a song of welcome, a song that will welcome our keynote speaker. The song is called Fu Lafi. It's sung in 2 parts, call and response. We'd like for my beautiful wife, Miss Ilebelu Aditutu, to make the call. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the rest of us, in the tradition of the African, will make the response. So when she says,
Fún wa àlàáfíà, and
You
our response is going to be Àṣẹ, Àṣẹ. Are you guys ready to do it with me? Right, let's do it then. Fún wa àlàáfíà,
Àṣẹ, àṣẹ,
guys. Fún wa àlàáfíà,
àṣẹ, àṣẹ,
fún wa àlàáfíà,
àṣẹ, àṣẹ,
fún wa àlàáfíà.
àṣẹ, àṣẹ.
So we're going to read 2 times. After the second time, I am going to say, everybody dance. So you will get up and get your groove on.
drop that floor, get it on.
Everybody in the room gets up and get their groove on.
How many of you guys are brave enough to get up and dance like nobody's looking? Troops, get up! Listen!